Hi everyone, my name is Havish Madhupati, and in today's example, I want to look at customer clusters. Creating clusters from our dataset offers a lot of possibilities to businesses, especially when you look at marketing. It allows you to segregate customers in different groups. You can demarcate customers in different cohorts, and then marketing activities can be based on the basis of these unique clusters that customers follow. Also, when you're looking at customers that are highly profitable for the company or probably the ones that you do not want to retain because they're not giving a lot of profits to you, you would want to understand who those customers are. So I want to use an inbuilt visual and a custom visual that I download. So we will start off by creating a scatter plot, and the scatter chart is very simple. I want to create a scatter chart with my sales value, and we also want to keep our profit amount. Excellent. Now this is an aggregated number, so it tells us the total sales and the total profit. Now we also want to see all the customers, so we can go to customer name and then put it in details. And this allows us to see a scatter plot with all the unique customers that I have. Excellent. And now to automatically make clusters, we can click on these three dots and then click on automatically find clusters. All right, now we can either ask Power BI to automatically choose the number of clusters, or if we want to, we can also define a number here. For example, if I choose 5 and I press OK, we notice that these 5 clusters are being created where um, at a high level view, we can say that the ones in orange are very high on sales and high on profit, except that there is one outlier, which is this one, where the sales is extremely high, but there is actually a negative profit. And of course, you can see the other clusters as well. And also, if we want to see how many of these customers fall into these 5 clusters, we can, let us say, put our customer name clusters on the dashboard. I can also put my customer ID next to this, and then we can try to count the distinct IDs. So this tells us there are 793 unique customers, and these are the 5 clusters which are being formed when we do the automatic clustering. Now, as a business, you might also want to see a range. For example, if you choose a slicer and then keep a sales range here, now I might want to understand if I only look at, let's say, 3,000 till about 10,000, you notice that these are the only customers that fall inside that bracket of sales between 3,400 till 10,000. And of course, we can manipulate this. And if we wish to, we can also copy and paste this. And then in the other one, keep our profit value, right? And same thing, we can now also choose a different slicer for our profit. Let me just make this again. So a slicer with our profit inside, and we can also now manipulate our profit. And let's see what else we can do. So I'm just going to copy the slicer a third time and then keep our regions in it. So what this allows us to do is to click on any one of these regions and then see within that region how many customers fall inside particular clusters, right? So everything is dynamic and very handy for a business because this allows them to see how many unique customers fall inside a particular range which I'm selecting. All right. Now, once we have done this, I also want to make a custom visual. So we click on the three dots and then import a visual from the marketplace. This is called the Hexpin scatterplot. It's a free visual and it has been not made by Microsoft, but I like the way this works. So we can add this. All right. So we select the hex bin scatter plot, and we will do the same thing. So we'll keep our sales value, we will keep our profit value, and we will also keep our customer name. All right, so we get these hexagons that have formed. Now, in formatting, we can do a couple of things. One is we can change the size of these hexagons, and we can also choose the color spectrum. So the first thing I want to do is to copy the slicer from the previous page and put it here. We do not want to sync it at the moment. And again, if you notice, if I choose a different range, then my visual also changes correspondingly. Okay. And in formatting, a couple of changes that we can make. One is to open up hexbin scatterplot options. And I mean, I'm not sure why you would want to hide the bins, but there is a way for you to hide the bins. But essentially, then it looks just like a regular scatterplot. We can also change the bin color. So we can choose any color we want. And the bin radius as well. So there is a range of 10 to 50, and then 50 gives you these large bins. And of course, if you hover your mouse over any one of the bin, it gives you a bin stats telling you how many customers fall inside that one bin. And then some cosmetic changes. For example, we can add a bin outline as well. Let me see what else we can do. And of course, the point size can be changed just a little bit. So for example, you can make it 2. So it looks like this. In Axis, we have an option for a 0, 0 axis. So if we turn that on, then essentially it doesn't show us the negative values. I mean, it is still showing us the values of profit that are less than 0, but they are outside the visual. So perhaps if you only want to focus on the numbers that are greater than 0, then this is something that you can use. All right, so I hope you like the example. We did a couple of things. So one was the automatic clustering that we did here in the inbuilt visual. And then also we chose a custom visual called the hexpin scatterplot. Excellent. So thank you so much, and look forward to see you for the next video.